Twinkle, twinkle, little star,
If we live in a world where certain things are not subject to question, we live in a world where thinking has stopped.
The human brain is a network of approximately 100 billion neurons. Different experiences create different neural connections which bring about different emotions. And depending on which neurons get stimulated, certain connections become stronger and more efficient, while others may become weaker. This is what's called neuroplasticity. Someone who trains to be a musician will create stronger neural connections that link the two hemispheres of the brain in order to be musically creative. But when we express ourselves and our views are appreciated, these defense chemicals decrease in the brain.
When viewed from Earth, successive inferior conjunctions of Venus plot a nearly perfect pentagram shape around the zodiac every 8 years. One would see a pentagram by picking any sunrise date on which the morning star is prominent, and then repeating this observation at 584-day intervals following that date for 8 years. All of these things are left out of our common teachings, while the
what they say when we're together, and watch how you play. They don't understand, and so we're running just as fast as we can, holding on to one another's hand, trying to get away into the night. And then you put your arms around me as we tumble to the ground, and then you say, I think we're alone now. There doesn't seem to be anyone around. I think we're alone now. The beating of our hearts is the only sound. Look at the way we gotta hide what we're doing, 'cause they don't understand, and so we're running just as fast as we can, holding on to one another's hand, trying to get into the night. And then you put your arms around me and we tumble to the ground. And then you say, I think we're alone. There doesn't seem to be anyone around.
Now divide in half. Plunk again. You see? It's the same tone, one octave higher. Now divide in half. And the next. Pythagoras discovered the octave had a ratio of 2 to 1.
Open that door! They're going to get all
With simple fractions, he got this.
Something's coming.
And from this harmony in numbers developed the musical scale of today.
you do find mathematics in a dog experience.
No idea should be above ridicule. Ridicule is a very important tool. And why should religion not be subject to ridicule? If politics is subject to ridicule, if science, if sex, if everything else in the world is subject to ridicule as a way of illuminating reality, why shouldn't religion?
The question why is not necessarily a question that deserves to be answered. There are all sorts of questions that people can ask.
I hope that every student who ever goes to university at one point in their life has the opportunity to have something that is at the heart of their being, something so central to their being that if they lose it, they won't feel they're human anymore, to be proved wrong. Because that's the liberation that science provides. The realization that to assume the truth, to assume the answer before you ask the questions, leads you nowhere.
The cosmos is all that is, or ever was, or ever will be. Our contemplations of the cosmos stir us. There's a tingling in the spine, a catch in the voice, a faint sensation as if a distant memory of falling from a great height. We know we are approaching the grandest of mysteries. The size and age of the cosmos are beyond ordinary human understanding. Lost somewhere between immensity and eternity is our tiny planetary home, the Earth. For the first time, we have the power to decide the fate of our planet and ourselves. This is a time of great danger, but our species is young and curious and brave. It shows much promise. In the last few millennia, we have made the most astonishing and unexpected discoveries about the cosmos and our place within it. I believe our future depends powerfully on how well we understand this cosmos in which we float like a mote of dust.
Whatever the outcome, it is clear that we have entered an era where science is open to everyone. And if we can preserve unfiltered access to a neutral internet, we can test the validity of our ideas. We can enhance our imagination by making new correlations. And we can be part of the evolution of our understandings of the universe and of the mind.
Not one man nor a group of men, but in all men, in you, the people, have the power to create machines, the power to create happiness. You, the people, have the power to make this life free and beautiful, to make this life a wonderful adventure. Then in the name of democracy, let us use that power. Let us all unite. Let us fight for a new world, a decent world, that will give men a chance to work, that will give youth a future and old age a security. By the promise of these things, brutes have risen to power, but they lie. They do not fulfill that promise. They never will. Dictators free themselves, but they enslave the people. Now let us fight to fulfill that promise. Let us fight to free the world, to do away with national barriers, to do away with greed, with hate and intolerance. Let us fight for a world of reason, a world where science and progress will lead to all men's happiness. Soldiers, in the name of democracy, let us all unite!
Basically, I wanna know. Basically, I've gotta know.